Hello everybody, this is Dark Souls 2, a full half walkthrough, half playthrough. Basically I'm playing offline, and yeah, gonna play through the game all the way.
Perhaps you've seen
I'm gonna be quiet now.
Maybe in a dream, a murky, forgotten land. A place where souls may mend your ailing mind. You will lose everything once branded. The symbol of the curse. An augur of darkness. Your past, your future, your very light. None will have meaning, and you won't even care. By then, you'll be something other than human. A thing that feeds on souls, a hollow. Long ago, in a walled-off land far to the north, a great king built a great kingdom. I believe they called it Drang Lake. Perhaps you're familiar. No, how could you be? But one day, you will stand before its decrepit gate without really knowing why. Like a moth drawn to a flame, your wings will burn in anguish. Time after time. For that is your fate. The fate of the cursed.
Alright, that was the intro to Dark Souls 2. It's a pretty interesting intro. There's a lot of lore points that can be brought up about it, but I think the biggest one is the whole moth drawn to a flame thing, which I'll probably make some lore videos about. But for now, let's just cover... I think I'm going to cover things betwixt and part of the forest of the giants, fallen giants. I don't want these videos to get too long, but I don't want them to be super short. But alright. This is Things Betwixt. You kind of start in this grassy area. It looks really pretty, especially on PC. Now, if you notice, there are these little dogs, and if you wait around too long, they will mess you up. Let's just run past them. Alright. There's that item there. But let's go up and talk to the mysterious old ladies.
What seems to be the ruckus?
Oh my, your face. The face of the curse. It's an undead. An undead has come to play. They all end up here. All the ones like you. You spoke to that kind old dear, didn't you?
You're finished. You'll go hollow. Yes, you'll become one of them.
Hollows prey upon men, feast upon their souls. This is the fate of the cursed.
What is your name?
Alright. So, I don't really have a name. Let's just go with McMuffin. Alright. McMuffin. No! Alright guys, sorry about that. I have it fixed. I don't know what was going on. It was had me on like a permaguard. Didn't want. Alright, Things Betwixt. Sorry, I should go back into the tunnel to show you. If you come out here, first thing on the left. Pretty simple. You can read these, but, you know, FromSoft, if you hit them, they're gonna troll you. Oh god. Alright. So pretty much just run through this area. This is like the tutorial area. It's not really a tutorial, it's more of just like get your hands on the game, kind of learn how it's run. I could backstab this bro. It's always really funny when just like the first hit of a backstab from the straight swords is enough to kill him. Alright guys, this is probably one of the most helpful weapons that we'll pick up. It is just really good. This is a really good weapon. I forgot about you. Honestly, going through on your first playthrough, it's kind of beneficial for you to run through Things Betwixt pretty closely. Just because it gets you a few extra souls, and there's some cool items you can pick up, such as the friggin' dagger. Sorry about that. I had to move. Had to sneeze. But yeah, we're gonna keep this dagger throughout the entire game. It's gonna be one of the only weapons that we literally keep. So the crows are back. So we just came out there. Next place to go is right here. There are some interesting items you can pick up for sure in Things Betwixt. But also, it really just gets you used to the combat, because if you're coming from Dark Souls, or even skipping over Dark Souls and coming in from Demon Souls, the entire kind of combat feels much different. Because I went back to playing Dark Souls the other day. Excuse me. And when I went to play Dark Souls 1, it was so weird. Like, the roll speed was so much different, and there are so many more iframes and just whatever. So right here, there's an interesting jump, and if the camera doesn't royally mess me up, I can make it. But you get an amber herb, and actually, if you notice, a lot of people miss this because they're so focused on not dying. Or they don't even jump it in the first place. There's actually a ladder that you can climb up here. And up here, it teaches you how to do a plunging attack. I'm not going to read it, but basically, they're encouraging you to do that to him. They're trying, I think it's kind of to show you that it's better to give up a tiny bit of your health, for say, and kill an enemy. Here's a cracked red arrow, which is another interesting thing, but I think it's mostly just, I don't really think it has much lore beyond it. I think it mostly just has to do with the, just, they want you to be, if you want to invade. This is just a torch. Just jump down. And the next one is right here. I know, I'm probably not going to get too much of the Force of the Fallen Giants. Think I'm just going to Majula it. Search your surroundings. I like that. I like how it doesn't say, oh, by the way, knock down the frickin' tree, but it hints at it so heavily. In other parts of the game, it doesn't quite hint at it so much, so like it makes it a little bit more difficult. But yeah, this room is really freaking annoying. Because there's so many enemies in such a small area. There aren't so many enemies. What I meant is, like, you're fighting a ranged guy and a melee guy at the same time, and that can be a bitch. Sorry, I thought there might be something down there. Yeah, because we're already coming up on the 20-minute mark. Maybe a little bit under. I think I'm going to record a few episodes today and only put one up. I don't know. 'Cause I kind of like the idea of doing that. I really don't want to heal because we're so close to Majula that it would kind of be unfortunate to heal even. Alright guys, I don't think there's really much else to do in Things Betwixt. Actually, no, that was all of it. Okay. So I was right not to heal. Alright. So, guys, after Things Betwixt, which is right there, the only really useful thing there is you warp back to the ladies to do the soul vessel stuff. That's about it. But guys, welcome. This is Majula. It's kind of like the Nexus from Demon Souls. That's kind of how I compare it. I don't know. Probably a lot of people have that comparison. But the first things first, Divine Blessing, always helpful. Yeah. Let's jump over here first and talk up. No, not talk up. Bring up this rock. Just gonna hit the rock. Estus Flask Shard. Oh yeah. And then there's a life gem right here. I just like grabbing this stuff before I talk to the Emerald Herald. It just kind of keeps my head on track. Kind of gets me back into playing. Let's go talk to her. I will shut up for this part.
Are you the next monarch? Or merely a pawn of fate? Bearer of the curse, I will remain by your side till this frail hope shatters. Take this with you. May it ease your journey. Go on and see the king. He who made Drangleic what it once was. He who peered at the essence of the soul. King Vendrick.
I mean, now level up by that. Alright.
You...
This stuff I'm gonna skip is basically just saying,
However...
no, I don't want to level up. Actually, it's weird. The first level up is higher than in Dark Souls 1, but you're expected to finish the game around soul level 150, I would say. Which is kind of weird, but whatever.
Who are you?
This is Lenegrast. You just have to bring him a key to open it up. So that was Majula and things betwixt. I'll run through up till Cardinal Tower for you guys. That's about it. Just equip my 2 Estus flasks. Yeah, that's a big difference. You only start with 2. Alright. So over here are some rusted coins. I never pick them up. I mean, I know I actually normally do by accident, but I really don't care enough to. Every time. Like, they're just such a pointless item in the game. I regret that. I wish they didn't put them in. So, open the gate. Open Los Gatos. Los Swagos. I don't know. But right here, there's a few things you can do. I would definitely suggest dropping down here and grabbing that. Now, you can grab that. There's a couple ways to do it. You can jump and be an idiot and actually successfully do it like me, or normally fail like me. But let's turn the game volume down a bit, because that's really loud. Really hope you guys have been able to hear me. Alright. Forest of the Fallen Giants. This place is interesting. Very, very interesting. The lore of this game is very interesting, and there are parts that really tie in with Dark Souls 1, and parts that have nothing to do with it. This is one that has little to do with it, but that's also very interesting. By the way, there's a bonfire up to the right. You probably won't be able to miss it. It's pretty obvious where it is. Anyways, the lore of this game ties in really nicely with Dark Souls 1 in certain parts, but the Forest of the Fallen Giants, I'm not sure whether I want to take giants as the kings and the greats of Anor Londo. I think taking it literally as giants, you know, there's a lot that could be had, to be honest. But again, I don't really want to cover too much lore here, but whatever. Yeah, there's a soul back there in the life gem. Well, only if you kill the enemy and he drops a life gem. That was really bad commentary. I'm sorry. Okay, hi. Yeah, some enemies in this game have ridiculous hitboxes. So I want to kill the Hide Knight because I want to do kind of like a faith build sort of thing. But in order to kill the Hide Knight, I need to go kill that archer, who is up here. Now, killing the Hide Knight's really interesting, especially on like a brand new character. Cause, yeah, I don't know. It's just interesting, cause he's not the easiest. He's not the easiest bro to kill. Now there is an item over here. So if you're playing on PC, because Xbox and PlayStation kind of has this by default. If you're playing on PC, I would definitely suggest Oh, I don't have the dex to wield that. Wow, okay. I would definitely suggest, if you're playing on PC and using a controller like me, or if you're playing on Xbox or PlayStation, I would highly, and I mean like highly, recommend switching your jump control to the left stick. Because if you do not, you're going to die because you accidentally roll when you need to jump or jump when you need to roll. Now, this guy sits here. In the beta testing, he would aggro on you the second you came up. And even that was a little cruel. But yeah. So 2 hits from a broadsword, which is really nice, will stun him. Sometimes. But I just really like the Hide Knight moveset for the sword. Wow, that was much easier than I expected. I do plan to bump up my stats to be able to wield this. But here, this would be the easiest way. I just need 10 dex. But it does scale with lightning, with faith as well. So though there is no faith requirement, it does scale with faith. So you just get an extra damage bonus if you have a lot of faith, which I actually really like. I never liked the whole, oh, if you don't have this stat, you just can't wield it. Now, obviously, there are things in this game that are like this, that obviously, because there wouldn't not be able to, like, but I like how they changed a lot of the weapons to not require one, like, a magic stat, so everyone can use the weapons. It's just a matter of, are you going to be able to get a good amount of damage out of it? And I just didn't fight that guy well. I like that idea of having to kind of level up other stats to get a high benefit out of a certain weapon. But I can use the hide because I intend to do a faith-based build. You know, I'm playing this before the patch because I've had this offline, and so I'm playing it before the patch. So resonant soul and resonant weapon are still gonna have a crazy amount of damage output. We're coming up on the half-hour mark. Maybe a little bit under because of breaks. Maybe I'll cut a little bit out, but probably not. But I'm going to push to end this by 40 minutes, which I'll definitely be able to do. Right inside these doors is the first major bonfire. So just light that up, rest, and we're gonna go grab a couple more items. So the first item that we're gonna get is another Estus Flask Shard, because in those games, that's kind of how you open it up to more possibilities. That was really dumb. I came to a door and thought of opening. Okay, so it won't open. Let me just beat the door down, you know, Dark Souls style. So right here is a chest with, I believe, a repair. Yeah, repair powders are very helpful. Hand axe and radiant life gem. If you see, okay, here's the thing about Dark Souls 2. Oh my god, I didn't even hit him, and that was just dumb. Okay, so the thing about Dark Souls 2, if there's a body on the ground and it doesn't have a item on it, it's probably an enemy that will try to kill you within the next few minutes wherever you go, right? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Well, that was the first death. I'm thinking of putting music in, like a certain song in every time I die. I don't know. What I really want is the Ring of Binding. That thing helps. I think I have enough human effigies right now to kind of go through, but what I kind of do is wait till I'm at half health, because I know for a fact that I'm going to die a lot. Alright, that's just a divine blessing. That really wasn't worth my time, but whatever. Okay, so... So, hop down. You'll take a little bit of damage, but you know, that's the name of the game. Hop across here. I believe this is a human effigy. Yes. What kind of plunging attack was that? Oh my god. Alright, whatever. So down here is really sketchy. Because there are just a lot of enemies, and it kind of just sucks. It really just sucks. Hey man. This is one area where I would love to have just a big arcing sword. I think I'm going to make this kind of more of like a straight sword build, because I've done strength builds. I did a full sorcery build on the Xbox. I did a few different builds. As you see, I messed that up. Yeah. These guys, if you don't kill them, they'll come down after you. What sword is that? Is that a broken straight sword? No, that's a... Oh, that's a foot soldier sword. Oh, Jesus, and I just got it. Okay. I actually really like this weapon, because it has these attacks, and then it also has... But I don't know why people aren't like, this is the Baldur side sword. It has the same moveset. It doesn't quite have the scaling, but it has the same moveset and is longer than the short sword. Here, I'll just show you. Okay, that's nice. So, the short sword and this sword. It's a little bit longer. It's not a crazy amount longer, but I like it more than the stupid other thing, the broadsword, though it does not have very good scaling or durability. So if I'm lucky, I can get in before this fire salamander messes me up. And in here is a chest, and can you guys guess? Is the fire longsword, which I will be using against the fight with the last giant. Sorry, there's a lost sinner and last giant. Whatever. Gotta get my head straight. But I'm gonna make my way up to the bonfire. We're about at about at 35 minutes right here. So I think I'm gonna end it right about now. Just gonna run back up to the bonfire. Yeah, see, you've got that thrusting moveset, which is super nice. I don't think there are any other swords that quite have that same kinda, except the short sword, but you know. So I really like this sword, because that was just my favorite moveset ever, you know. And obviously you can always upgrade. When you upgrade a weapon, the durability goes way up. So I think this sword's worth it. Maybe not for the very beginning of the game, but I think I'm going to upgrade this sword and the hide sword, and that'll be good. Just kind of have this as a backup weapon for early on, and I think it'll be very good. Alright guys, that's about it. You can look at my ugly king face, and I will see you next time.